So let's get rid of what we had done before. So the first technique, all of the current I'm drawing is only from junction to junction. I don't pass the junction with the same current. So that's why I went from here to here, and then here to here, and then here to here. This technique, you go past the junction. So what I'm going to do is, I got 3 loops here. I got left, right, and the whole thing. I'm going to define a current for 2 of them. I typically do left and right. If you want to do left and whole or right and whole, that's fine too. I'm going to call this I sub, whatever I've not used yet. I'm not using E for anything. And over here, again, I put it clockwise, but no reason why. I could have gone counterclockwise just as easily. And on this one, let's go clockwise again. Oh, I guess I went counterclockwise there. Okay, I'm sticking with it. I sub F. And I'm going to do the same lazy technique here of E equals I sub E and F equals I sub F. Just because I don't like writing subscript. Now, when I come up with, I have 2 unknowns, I need 2 equations, I do not do the junction. I don't do the current M equals current L. What I do is, I now do my 2 voltage loops. I start someplace, I work my way around. I'm going to start here, and I'm going to go, let's do the whole thing. Starting here, doing the whole. So what's the equation going to be?
Plus 4 minus 1.
You stopping there?
Yeah, there's minus 1, and then
Nope.
Minus 1E.
1E.
E.
Don't forget, resistance times current.
Yeah.
1E. Okay.
Minus 6E.
E is only over here.
Oh.
At this point, it's F.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because it's the F. Yeah.
And which way is F going at the 6? Yeah. So this is going
Oh, it's going
counterclockwise.
Are you ever going to draw those current lines for us?
No.
Or we'll always get to choose?
Yeah.
Okay. Excellent.
Well, you can do it if it was just if you did it clockwise for that one too.
Then it would,
just-
yeah.
okay.
Then it would have been minus 6.
Yeah. Now I see why you say that you normally do positive.
So plus 6 F. All right, keep going.
Plus 5.
So if that gets us to here, we need to get back to where we started.
So when we cross that junction, it goes back to positive. I mean, it'll be, I guess that it's minus 2.
Minus 2E.
Yeah, E.
And then we're back where we started. And then the second equation, well, that was the whole loop, and I now can do the left side or the right side. Which one you want to do?
Let's do left clockwise.
Left clockwise. All right, so starting at the 4 then. Okay.
Minus 1. E.
Thank you. And then we got that 7. What are we doing with that 7?
To get both.
Yes.
E in it.
Oh my gosh.
You can, if it's possible, you can go ahead and combine them all at once, or I think there'd probably be a little less trouble if you don't combine them and just write them separately. So minus 7E minus 7F. Both are involved across the middle. All right, and then let's pick up that
Minus
one.
2E again.
Is that what you say?
Minus 2E again?
You left something off, but minus 2E,
Oh,
That battery.
Minus, is that plus 3?
plus 3, yep.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't see it.
Yeah, I didn't see it either.
Right.
It's kinda hot, yeah.
Lost it.
Yeah,
It's fine.
yeah, on a test, it'll be black and white, so, you know, I'm not drawing all over it and then trying to erase parts of it. I hope. All right, so I have two equations, two unknowns. Next thing, clean it up and then decide. I mean, at this point, we've finished with physics for the moment. We've got the math section, and then we got physics at the end to interpret. So the math piece, I'd say let's clean it up first. So the first one, I got 9 minus 3e plus 6f equals 0. And then I got 7 minus 10e minus 7f equals 0. And what did, I still remember I had a student in class who was doing the first technique when solving her own task. She did 3 loop equations, which should not have worked, but she made a careless error in one of them, so suddenly now there was a solution.
Oh my gosh.
She got most credit because, I mean, the technique was right, except she left an equation off, the junction equation, and then that careless error. But generally not a recommended technique.
Could you briefly say what the junction equation was? I'm not remembering what.
The junction
Oh,
equation,
the
the first
D
one.
plus BC.
Yes.
Yeah, I got it.
All right, so now, I say let's do Cramer's rule. You know, I know that not everyone's a fan of it, but it's actually not, it's a whole lot simpler with a 2 by 2. So I have, and what the heck, I'm gonna start that first one as a negative number just because I'm living life on the edge. Or multiply through by -1 and change it, but. So E, my denominator will be -3, -10, 6, -7, which is 21 minus -60. 81 again, what are the chances? My numerator is, so E is the first one, so -7, -9, -7, 6, -7. And so my numerator is 63 minus -42. 105. So E is 105 over 81, which I believe is 1.295. F, well, my denominator is 81. My numerator, I got -3, -10, -9, -7. So I get 21 minus 90. And realize we are getting a negative number here. -69 over 81, which was -0.84 amperes. Right. So that's the math piece of it. I would be a little bit more hesitant if I didn't know what the answers already were. So now's the interpretation. So across the 2 ohm, I had E. E was a positive number, so I have 1.295 going across the 2 ohm to the left. I have the same amount going across the 1 ohm resistor to the right. My 6 ohm is just F, that's the only one there. My 6 ohm is -0.84 amperes going to the left, or +84 going to the right. Either way. And then in the middle, I've got E and F both going down. So E going down is 1.295. F going down is -0.84. just add them together, they're in the same direction. I can just add them, 1.295 plus negative 0.84, and you get down 0.44 repeating.
Could you repeat what you said about what's going across that 6 ohm resistor? Because the way you said it sounded, I think I had it backwards.
All right, because I defined my current going to the left at that point,
Yep,
and I got a negative value.
right.
So that means that the current across here is negative 0.84 amperes going to the left,
Okay, yeah.
or positive 0.84 amperes going to the right.
I see, okay.
And, yeah.
Well, I went ahead, I solved it the other way.
That's-
But
that's
for
so-
F, I got 0.85.
Okay.
It is 0.85.
Okay.
I'm,
Yeah,
sure.
you're correct. Yeah.
On the test, I'm not worried about that.
Okay.
On a lab, yeah, then I'll go through and go, all right, what did he do? With the exception of there's a 251 test where I made a mistake when I was writing out the problem. And it turned out that you needed to add two things together using Pythagorean theorem, and one of them was so tiny, it was really easy, if it was ignored, to still get an answer really close to the correct answer. I graded about half of them before I realized that. Then I went back and graded this. All right. On Monday, we'll talk about when we're gonna finish this up. Basically, well, actually, we could combine the two quizzes, 20 and 21 in one day. We'll talk about that Monday. I hope you have a very safe weekend. And I hope Russia pulls out of Ukraine.
Yeah.
Gosh.
I'm surprised no one has done the comparison, at least I haven't heard it, the comparison with the Sudetenland. Isn't Putin just given the exact same